Welcome back, everybody. Sive Morten here with the forexpeacearmy.com. Let's keep going with the analysis of the euro currency. So yesterday, when market just has reached the support area, completed downside target, we said we need maybe 1-2 sessions to see what will happen. Let's get a bit more context for possible taking a long position. And today we have some changes, although maybe on euro currency it's not quite visible, but some reasons to consider taking a long position still have appeared. So on a daily, we do not have a lot of changes. Market stands at very strong support area and daily oversold, which is actually by itself already the reason to think about the pullback. But we talked about the grabbers, and on the euro currency we haven't got anyone. But it's not the problem, because if you take a look at the dollar index, you will see that on a daily dollar index we've got one. This is really good because it suggests drop below these lows and keep going down to the 95 area. 95, it's not just occasional level. Once I already has shown you this picture, but probably you remember, maybe not. This is actually big ABCD pattern that we have on a monthly and weekly chart. Just we'll take it off for a while. So you can see this big ABCD pattern that we have. It precisely has the target around 95, 94.85. So this target is not completed, and this is logical that market actually is gravitating to it. That's why appearing of the grabber here on the daily chart is absolutely reasonable, and it also could give us the context that we actually maybe haven't got on the euro currency, but appearing of the grabber on the dollar index, it's also okay, so it's acceptable. Now if you take a look at the lower time frames, on the 4 time frame chart, you could see that we've got minor reversal candle here. This market starting some bounce, some moving up. I would probably could call this type of action as a kind of the double repo lookalike pattern, but unfortunately it has happened too fast, and actually we do not have the necessary crossing of the moving average. So here's market just start moving up, and this type of the, you can see some kind of the double bottom action. It was not the bottoms of the double repo pattern. So from that standpoint of view, market, here's the pattern is not confirmed. So market is just moving higher. On the hourly chart, here's also upper direction is not very superb. Yesterday we said let's take a look. This is more like the retracement type of action. Probably we should get some downside action or something. It's not enough for taking a long position. You can see that has happened. After this retracement, market has formed the bullish reversal bar on the 4 time frame chart. Now is trying to move higher. So that might be just initial stage of the preparing for the upper direction. Currently, market is challenging this natural resistance. If we'll break it up, it's we'll get the ability to keep going higher at least to the 1915 area, this top, and so on. So it might happen that here we could get the acceleration, because on the weekly chart, on the daily chart, the appearing of the grabber, it is important. And the same story right now stands on the gold. So yesterday we talked about the big weekly grabber that suggests the taking out of the previous tops, which is significant distance on the gold. Both of these patterns suggest the weakness in the dollar. From that standpoint, using cross-market analysis, we could say that, well, at least some background here on the euro exists, and probably we could try to consider taking a long position here. That's some common suggestion on the situation here on the euro and on the dollar index. On the Great British pound, probably we could get something like this, the same story. As I said yesterday, if you would like to, you could keep an eye on Great British pound. Besides, you can see that here we also could get the bullish grabber on the cable. So if you do not like the euro currency, you could consider the same stuff on Great British pound, and it also suggests the taking out of this top. So the target absolutely the same. Choose what you like more. Here probably also some support area, natural support. This actually stands very similar. So yesterday I already talked about this. I will not repeat the same. That's actually our common view on euro currency. It seems that context is preparing. Mostly I would say that it exists with these cross-market indicators, cross-market patterns. And if you would like to, you could well, think and consider it possible taking a long position on euro currency right now.